Hi guys, today we're going to talk about this Nikko Super Tiger, and it's four-wheel drive, and they did a pretty weird thing back in the day. They still used just a gearbox on the back with the motor on the back, and they ran two drive shafts. So if this rear wheel could go off the differential, it ran that drive shaft up to the front wheel, and then on this other one, if this wheel was turning freely, that's how it turned the front wheel. So one differential and two drive shafts and 8 AA batteries in this thing. And back in '86, I had bought a brand new Turbo Panther from Toys R Us, and someone in a group had just put on a advertisement from Toys R Us from back in '86, and it was $49 and I think 99 cents, so basically $50. And then you still had to buy all those AA batteries, rechargeable or alkalines, which cost a lot of money. Now these days, something like this, a PX Toys four-wheel drive, comes with the little lipo, the charger. The motor is real simple, just one drive shaft, and it's just spinning that drive shaft, which then drives one diff in the back and one diff in the front. And these are like $50, and you don't have to buy all those batteries and stuff, nice and proportional. But, you know, back in the day, if you had something like this, it was pretty cool. And I'm in the Philippines now, and I don't have my original Turbo Panther anymore. I gave it to my cousins when I took a break from RC, and then I was able to find this, a Turbo Eagle, and it's pretty cool, the just two-wheel drive, but just kind of a downsized version of the Turbo Panther, basically, but pretty cool. And the guy had a box for it, but he didn't have the proper remote for it, but I found one that works with it. It's 40 megahertz, and then this one's 40 megahertz. Most of my other collections are 27s for the old Taio and Taiko and for the Nikko. So, yep, next up we'll do a little run video. I've got a little jump, and then I'll land it on some indoor-outdoor carpeting so we don't beat it up too much, but it's got the independent little bit of suspension in the front and then the live axle in the back. And when I was a kid, I had a Radio Shack Bigfoot truck that had the same setup, four-wheel drive, and I'm pretty sure it was made by Taio, which was part of Taiko also. Taiko was the U.S. division. Taio was more the over here Japan area and Philippines and all that kind of stuff. But that ran the same dual drive shafts. It was kind of slow, 4C batteries in that one, and it had a second gear also, but it didn't have much power on the road with that one. Same with this one too. I usually run it in the lower gear, and then it's pretty snappy with taking off and everything. You put it in the high gear, it takes a little while to get up to speed. So hopefully you guys can subscribe, and I'm into all kinds of stuff, die-cast cars and RC stuff, mostly newer stuff, and then I got some of this old vintage stuff and Kyoshos and Tamiya and all that kind of stuff. And here, just for craziness, this ride-on is remote control, and it was under $60 here in the Philippines, brand new. So we don't have little kids, but all these little neighbor kids in this barangay, they'll never be able to have one of these. So we take it out every week or something and let all the little kids drive it, and I run the remote so that they don't crash into stuff. So times have really changed in these years. I never had a electric ride-on when I was a kid. I had a little pedal tricycle and a couple things like that. So okay, next up is our little run video.